radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited for today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on what's going on in love over the next 2 weeks for you guys. So before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below. Readings are only through there for your protection. Be aware of fake Instagram accounts asking you if you want to read, pretending to be me. My Only Insta is linked directly below. Like this video, please, subscribe to my channel, and check me out on Patreon as well in the description below. I post my personal spells on there, collective spreads, and so much more. And beyond that, we're going to get into what is going on over the next 2 weeks. So you can pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the blue stone, group 2 with the red stone, group 3 with the green stone, and group 4 with the yellow stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself and your intuition, and pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the blue stone. Now let's get right into it. The next 2 weeks in love, what is that looking like for you guys? So the first card that we have that was under your stone is that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. So the universe is basically acknowledging that you guys have you've been feeling down for a little while. You've been feeling down for a little while, and I feel like honestly it's over a specific person. Like there's a specific person that you've been kind of wanting things to grow and develop with, but things hadn't grown and developed. So it's kind of made you guys feel a little like it's made you feel away. And the universe is saying, okay, we're getting you back in the groove. You know, you've been stagnant for a little bit, but I got some new options coming your way. So the fact that you have options means something. Allow yourself to open up. I thought some of these flipped, but oh, yep, there it is. Excuse me. That's the only one. Any other messages for group 1? It just feels like an energy of something not working out and you guys being really upset about it, sad about it, kind of have a dark cloud over you about it. But now we're kind of moving forward from that. So we have love doesn't have to mean near, karma is on your side, and be true to yourself. There's those. So be true to yourself is an energy of not trying to be the version of yourself that the last person you dated wanted you to be, or a version of yourself that's anything other than who you truly are. This is a message of being authentic. Authenticity is going to be so important for you guys to actually end up with the person that's genuinely good for you. Otherwise, you're going to end up in another situation where you have to forever be, you know, inauthentic, or when you kind of have enough of keeping up this act, you kind of slip into who you really are, and then your person feels like they got the wool switched under them because it's like, you know, you're not who you presented yourself to be in the first place. So make sure you're being authentic to who you really are, so you can make sure you attract someone who's genuinely good for you. And then we have karma is on your side. So some of you guys are feeling like someone got off scot-free with what they did. And you know, a lot of times people are placed in our lives to teach us things, and they're used as basically a tool to teach us a lesson. So not that karma doesn't always play out in the sense that something horrible happens to someone, but they typically learn things, we learn things, and sometimes it's just like we do have to move on. But in this case, karma is on your side. So at least that can bring you guys some sort of comfort, especially those of you who have been through like the ringer with someone. And then we have love doesn't have to mean near. So the universe is basically telling you, like, listen, regardless of 2 people being divinely guided towards each other, 2 people being perfect for each other, people can get in their own way. They can self-sabotage. They can, you know, squander a huge opportunity to the point where they completely lose out. So you're basically being asked to open yourself up again to new love. And this person, they need some more character development. So love doesn't have to mean near. This doesn't mean that you're letting go forever. This doesn't mean you'll never see each other again, never talk to each other again. And it doesn't mean you guys don't have potential in the future. But it's just like, this is a situation where it's like if you drop something sharp, like you drop a knife, this would be like you trying to catch it midair. You don't want to try to do that. You have to let it kind of fall, you know, and wait for it to be more safe, because at this point, I mean, you could stick around, but it's just going to cause perpetual misery. And the universe is saying, okay, let me put some more options in the mix to at least give you something else to, you know, kind of focus on, get excited about. And then we'll move on from here. Yeah, we have the Strength card in reverse, so I feel like something really was weighing on you. Strength card in reverse, death card in reverse. That's exactly what I was feeling. I was feeling like this is someone that you guys know, group 1. I don't feel like this is someone who is completely new and they're just putting you through all this, you know, craziness in the beginning. I feel like this is someone you've had like a history with. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Cups. They've made you question yourself. Love, they've made you question who it is that you are. And now it's like an energy. I don't know why I just thought of that show. I don't even know what it's called. It's like 5 women, something about a city. It's literally at the tip of my tongue, but it's like these different women like having these different experiences in love. It's literally at the tip of my tongue. I know you guys are going to let me know in the comments below what the name of the show is, but it's like you're on this whole path of rediscovery now, because at this point you've worked so hard to just be who they need that it's like this whole uphill battle at this point. Like this person, I really feel like they really changed you guys, group 1. And you really do have so much love to give, but you've had enough. 10 of Swords in reverse and Temperance. It's like you're finally standing up for yourself and finally saying, you know what, I have to release this. I have to release this because at this point I'm getting hurt and I don't deserve this, or I just can't take this anymore, or I've tried to do all the healing work that I can do for someone else, or even for other people. Even if you've never had a situation where someone has made you want to be anything other than who you are, this is like an energy of entering a new phase, a new cycle in love, and having to rediscover, okay, where do we go from here? What am I, you know, who am I now? Like re-establishing your sense of self, strengthening your sense of self as well. Oh, 2 of Swords. Some of you guys aren't ready for this because we got that 6 of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys aren't ready to reestablish your sense of self because it would mean having to address everything that happened in their relationship. It would mean having to let go. And some of you guys just simply aren't ready to fully let go quite yet. But we have the 10 of Wands and the Page of Swords. So at this point, it's been quite the burden. It's been quite the journey. And, you know, like I said, it's just like the knife is already falling. You got to kind of allow it to just fall. And if it's truly meant to be, your person will come around. Yeah. Yeah, there's like an energy of maybe even being too specific as to how and what things come through from the universe as well. We have the World in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. So you may be trying to manifest a new partner, and then the universe gives you a new partner and you're immediately like, nope, they chew their food too loud. Like, I don't like that. This isn't the person that I want now. And the universe is like, okay, I'm giving you what it is you had requested and what it is that you asked for. And you're still resisting this process. Some of you have one foot in the door, one foot out the door with someone. Like there's someone who you chose to let go of, but at the same time you're still kind of holding on in the sense that you're like still keeping them around, like still seeing them, or still, you know, having hope alive that you'll end up being with this person. There's definitely an energy of holding on to something though. Someone. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. So there's definitely going to have to be a choice made, you guys, and that is what the next couple of weeks is going to be about for you guys. Making a choice whether you're going to let go and be open to these new options, or if you still need more time for healing and to just honestly be alone. So that was your message. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. I don't do payment through Instagram DM, so be aware of fake accounts messaging you or anything like that. My Only Insta is below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. I post my personal spells on there, collective spreads, and so much more. And that was your pal. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 2 with the redstone, and let's get right into it. The next 2 weeks in love for you guys. What is that looking like? So the first card we have that was under your stone is You've Got Time. And immediately I'm getting all these downloads coming through about this message. Like, some of you guys have been doing a lot of work to level up yourself, and the universe is like, you have time. You don't need to rush through this. You don't need to rush through your ascension. You also don't have to work overtime to be perfect for another person. Character development is not about, you know, being the best version for someone else. So make sure when you do certain things, it's truly for you and your benefit, doing what resonates with you, doing what makes you happy. is going to be important for you guys. But you've got time. You don't have to rush. If you guys are feeling like, you know, time is running out, or if you're feeling like you gotta, you know, do all these things before love can come through, that's just not true. You've got time. Even if you're in an argument with someone right now, there's still time to fix it. It's not only about being right, which is so funny that that came up right after I said that. Love is the reason. Love doesn't have to mean near, and convince yourself, not others. Ooh. So you guys, you're between a rock and a hard place, some of you guys, with this forgiveness thing, because we have, it's not only about being right. So for some of you, you're feeling like you want to, like you don't want to invest any more into this connection. Like, I'm tapping into a group of you guys who don't want to invest any more time, any more energy into something because you feel like it's kind of gotten you nowhere. And the universe is saying it's not only about being right. Like, yeah, things are a little unbalanced now, but they will come more into balance later. But some of you guys just don't want to wait until later because you feel like you've given someone reasonably enough time to be where they should be. So you're kind of stuck though, because at the end of the day, like, you really love and care for this person and you're not moving away from this person. So it's like you're kind of keeping yourself in this space of being uncomfortable, irritated, and sad because you're still choosing to hang on to them. You know, if it's like you got to make a decision, you know, you either feed more love into the situation so that you can finally get your return, or you have to let go so you can stop, you know, being in this position. And then we have convince yourself, not others. So for some of you, you're trying to deny how it is that you're truly, you know, feeling. You're putting up this front that you're not really emotionally affected by something, but it is still kind of bothering you. So the universe is saying, okay, well, let's do the shadow work so you can truly, you know, move on and be released from this person, this situation, you know, because there's still a part of you that does still care and want to be with them. We have love is the reason, and love doesn't have to mean near. So love is the reason is all about that energy of, you know, why would I put more into this? Because you love them, you know, because you genuinely care about them and you understand human nature, and no one's perfect and people get in their own way. Or if you're like, man, I've put in enough work on myself, I'm not going to do it anymore. You know, I'm not going to do this anymore. First of all, you have time. There's really no rush. But I'm tapping into an energy of some of you guys feeling like the universe needs to match your energy a little bit better. And I think this is a message of giving the universe time to do that. Because, you know, consumerism and all of, like, society has kind of tricked us into believing that everything's obtainable immediately. Like, you can go viral, or you can get a car at, you know, a testy at 18, like that. Everything happens so quickly, which is why the boomers are all like, in my day we had to work for these things and we had to wait years before we could get XYZ. And we're like, you know, but you get it. It's just like this energy of feeling like things should happen quicker than divine timing. And especially when it comes to love, that's one of those things that just takes time. You know, we can do all the work to be ready, and then immediately, as soon as we feel like we're ready, all of a sudden the universe is supposed to like shake the house and all these things are supposed to happen. And that's just not, you know, true. You have to wait for your person also to be ready as well. So I feel like you guys are in a period of time where it's like, okay, let's find some other things to focus on. What other goals do you have that you can accomplish in the meantime while you're kind of patiently waiting? Distract yourself with leveling yourself up, making yourself a better person. One of my personal things that I'm doing right now, I know enough Spanish to get me by. I'm pretty fluent in Spanish, but I can't speak it as good as I want to. So I'm brushing up on my Spanish while I'm waiting for some other things to come through. It's not a distraction. I need to find a better word for that, but it's more of occupying your time. And then we have love doesn't have to mean near. So just because your person isn't right in front of you, the person that you've been waiting for, doesn't mean that, you know, you're not loved. You can probably feel their energy at this point too. Like the energy of your next romantic partner, like you can feel them. You can feel that something's about to change. You're getting all these signs, signals, and synchronicities. We got the Chariot and the Tower. So that's actually quite a quick change, and it's an unexpected change, and it is also a change that's divinely guided by the universe. And you're moving forward in balance. So there's still something that's going to happen that's going to bring you to your person. 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. This is coming together in harmony, building, stability, love, family. Even if the family is just you, your person, and a fur baby, you know, this doesn't have to be like about you guys having kids and being traditional or anything like that, but your perfect idea of love and family, it's on the way for you. But you guys, your person is not ready. I really feel like that. Or you're not ready, or it's just maybe not the right time. Timing matters. You know, you have an 18-year-old that wins the lottery. Who do you think would handle the money better, the 18-year-old or a 50-year-old who's been through it all, had some wins, already had some losses, been through some stuff? Like, okay, age isn't, you know, a one-stop shop. Like, it's not like just because of age, you know, someone is more wiser, but it's, you guys know what I'm saying. It's just an example. It's like, you don't want to meet your perfect person before you're ready, just to finesse yourself out of it. For what? So you can say, at least I felt love for a split second. You know, this is a love of a lifetime you guys are building for. So give yourself, be patient with yourself. Like, I feel like you guys are internalizing your journey as if everything is on you. Like, and you feel overworked, and the universe is like, relax, you don't have to do all of that, you know? You don't. We have the Page of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Magician. So you guys are definitely in your masculine energy, trying to make things work, trying to piece everything together so that you can just have it. And I really feel like this is about being patient with the process. We got the 6 of Wands. That's an energy of having an advantage. That's definitely an emotionally evolved person. I don't want to say that you guys aren't ready. I want to say that this just isn't the right time, or you've got time. There's just like this, I can't quite put my finger on it actually. It's kind of annoying. Oof. And it could be your mind state. We have the Star and the Sun both in reverse. With these upright, typically as a reader, this can indicate some sort of fame. This can indicate complete and utter total wish fulfillment. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's really good energy. The fact that they're both in reverse, honestly, the thing that may be keeping you from having what you want, it could quite literally be just the way that you look at your situation and your mind state. Not feeling like you have the ability to do it. And it's so crazy because look at this. We got the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, you guys have the tools. You guys have the know-how. Honestly, truly, if you resonate with yourself at your core, you are so powerful. And there's so much, first of all, I'm still feeling like there's still a growth opportunity here. Like there's still some growing to be done. But it's like you guys are so much more powerful. This Devil energy has really been on your neck, convincing you or trying to convince you that you're not enough. Like it's almost like your outlook isn't where it needs to be for this to really come through. 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, it's like you have what you need, but you still feel like there's more that you need to do. And really it's just about not focusing on this, not focusing on love, and allowing the process to play out. And that's your message, you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private personal tarot reading. That's the only place that I take any sort of payment for readings for your protection. They're all funneled through Etsy. I'll never DM you. Be aware of fake accounts. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. By the way, my Only Insta is directly below. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 3 with the greenstone. Let's get right into it. What is going on in love for the next 2 weeks for you guys? So the first card that we have that was under your stone is keep it simple. Keep it simple. You guys may be overcomplicating things. You may feel like there's, I was talking about this to group 2 as well. Like you may feel like there's all these things that you have to do, so much on your mind. The universe is telling you not to overcomplicate things. I'm tapping into an energy of someone who wants to test their partner as well, like test the person that you've been talking to see if they're really, you know, wanting to be here, etc. And the universe is like, simplify things, you know, don't make it overcomplicated. Okay, what's going on? We have forgive, and earlier disappointments were just rehearsal. What is it? For the great stuff coming your way. So there's brighter energy coming for you guys. We have the forgive card. I honestly feel like this is an opportunity to experience, for some of you, new love, for some of you, a deeper love, or a new beginning with someone that you already know, you've already kind of been involved with. But it is going to require forgiveness, which has been a theme for a little while. I've been picking up on in different spreads. There's this energy of keeping it simple, not overcomplicating things, not overthinking things. If you genuinely see a new person and who you're talking to, this is about trusting your own intuition and allowing yourself to open your heart to love again, because some of you guys are a bit apprehensive that someone has really changed after whatever happened in the past, and you kind of don't want to let this person in again. Let me show you all three. There's these. So we have love in spite of it all. So like I said, some of you guys are questioning whether or not you can trust someone, and it's causing you to almost potentially miss out on a connection with someone who really is changed. Everyone deserves a second chance, and I see someone coming back and trying to get, you to forgive them. And I do feel that they are being honest about what happened, and this is an honest conversation. And the universe is saying, don't allow yourself to overcomplicate this. Like, they're actually apologizing and they're meaning it. Allow them to apologize and move forward. Take this opportunity to move forward. We have pucker up, buttercup. Some of you guys just aren't ready to indulge in love again, either because the last cycle that you were in with different partners included like you always taking some sort of L, you feeling like maybe someone just wanted you for the physicality, and now you're kind of turned off against it. But there's an energy of not overcomplicating things, not putting up too many walls and barriers for people. We have honor thyself. So if there's a situation that makes you uncomfortable, the universe is saying, talk about it, communicate that. If there's something that you don't like, talk about it, communicate that. Even if it's something, just internally within yourself, make sure you're journaling, you're doing meditation, you're keeping up with yourself, checking up on yourself. Because tapping into this energy, some of you guys are afraid in your own ability to keep yourself from getting hurt. It's almost like there's this purity within you guys, and you just know that people have the ability to take advantage. And through your last cycle, you have learned what to look out for. So you do have to make an effort to protect yourself. You have to go into the situation differently. You have to honor thyself. You can still love while making sure people, don't take you for granted and they respect you. Yeah, we have the World in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. You guys have been making a solid effort to work with the universe, making a solid effort to work on yourself, mind, body, and soul. You may be seeing a lot of 333, and it's like you're finally in a good space. Genuinely, like, you guys are finally in a good space, and you don't want someone to come around and just ruin that. You don't want someone to come around and take advantage of the fact that you're a loving person and that you have extra love to give, and that you'll put up with certain things that maybe other people won't. Like, you're willing to do that because it's just who you are, but at the same time, you don't want someone to come around and toy with you just because you're a loving person and take advantage of that. But there's a need to honor thyself and to trust that you've learned and grown out of that phase. You're not that same person anymore. You're not going to allow someone to take advantage of you anymore, because you know the red flags to look out for. And the universe is saying, now you understand human nature. You understand how the world works. You can't depend on other people to protect you, especially not up front. So yeah, it's going to take an effort, but you have the ability to do it. You're not weak. You're very strong. You made it through all the other situations, and this is just like this is what it is. Like, this is what the world is, you do have to work to protect yourself and make sure that you're standing up for yourself. And I feel like you guys have been waiting for someone who just handles you with care, and even getting like someone who's like super soft boy or super soft girl, like even getting someone who is really sweet and nice will still try you in some way, some form. So you have to activate that protection element of yourself and trust that you will, but allow yourself to, move forward and experience love. You definitely deserve it. We have the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Which one did I want to show you? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. There's those two. It's just like a lot of self-doubt. Like you guys kind of really are doubting your capability, and it's like you feel really vulnerable, and it just ultimately makes you uncomfortable. Like I get an energy of being homesick for your group, for some of you as well, feeling like this is not your home planet because you're just different. Like you're like looking, it's kind of like, I just got an image of Regina George when she's watching like everything go haywire with all the, after they make the burn book and like everyone's just going nuts. It's kind of just like you're in this planet looking at all these folks and you're like, these people are freaking crazy. They don't know, they would not know love if it slapped them in the head. And you don't want to put yourself out there to be in that. I get it, you guys, I really do. But you're still being called to simplify things and just make a checklist. If someone does this, this is how I react. Or if I see this, this is what I've seen before and I know where it gets me. You know, trust in your ability not to be in that situation again. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, because just having someone who will just be nice to you, that's living in an illusion. That's just a fallacy. That's a safety net. That's living in a bubble, and you still have to work in the real world. You can't ask you can ask the universe for someone who's fair and kind and loving and sweet and warm. But too much of a good thing is going to be a bad thing. That's not a balanced person if all they do is, you know, because then you'll walk all over them. So it's like, whew, you're being asked to move forward in fairness. Any other messages for group 3? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. The universe is saying whenever you're ready to open up, I'll be ready to put you in the midst of your next partner. But right now you're trying to manifest the wrong thing. Like you're either trying to manifest someone who's just not real, someone who's going to, like, you know, just kind of make you feel like everything's all better and, you know, pat you on the booty, give you a baba like a baby. And that's not actually like reality. Some of you guys, the universe is like, if you're going to open yourself up, you got to be all the way open. You can't be scared and timid, you know, of the big wide world out there, even if you have had bad experiences. So I feel like these next couple of weeks are going to be about reclaiming your sense of self, reclaiming your strength, putting some respect on your own name, that you know how to defend yourself out here in this crazy world, and getting back in the saddle. And that was your message, group 3. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. I only do payment through Etsy from now on for your protection, okay? Be aware of fake accounts. I'll never DM you first or anything like that. And my Only Insta is linked directly below, so you don't even have to let me know if you see a fake account. Just report it. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and so much more on there. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 4 with the Yellowstone. Let's get right into it. What is going on in love over the next 2 weeks for you guys? So the first card that we have that was under your stone is what you give will come back. What you give will come back. So if you're a loving, kind individual to your friends, to your family, if you're, you know, someone who extends love, you're going to receive that back. If you're someone who has a lot of blocks and barriers, if you're someone who can be overly aggressive, someone who's mean, someone who isn't willing to give anything that anyone can like hold on to and feel love for in the beginning of the relationship, you're going to reflect that back to you. So what you give will come back. So not to say you need to completely wear your heart on your sleeve, but make sure you're not resisting the process. Make sure you're not putting up too many blockages. And look at this. Okay, first of all, let me just address this one. We have don't be misled. The universe is saying you have worked so hard to come to this state of balance. This is not about the universe telling you, oh, just be, you know, overly nice and allow people to take advantage of you. No, don't be misled and feel like this somehow means that you're supposed to be just this being of just love and love people through everything. No, because then people will try you. But you want to be balanced. Like you can tell, you can feel the vibes. You can tell if someone is doing too much or if someone is genuinely needing help. That's numero uno. But we have you have more options than you realize, and things are about to get juicy. Okay, period. So you guys, things are about to kind of hike up for you. So the universe is saying, okay, this is a time where, yeah, you're ready, and now I'm matching your energy. The universe is matching your energy, so it's kind of a thing where it's like, okay, what are you going to, I need some water. What are you going to send out? What vibrations are you going to send out? Things are about to get juicy. Your options are multiplying. So the universe is kind of checking for you, like, how are you responding to this stimuli? You know, what energy are you putting out, because it's being reflected. And then we have, there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Ooh. I'm tapping into the energy of someone who things are finally going well with someone you've been talking to for a while. And now you're having all these options come and tempt you. And you're like, why is this happening? Like, I finally found someone that I vibe with. For some of you, the universe is putting you in a position that someone had been in the past when they were dealing with you. So it's kind of like you're being called to see all sides, see both sides, like Chanel. Like, you're being called to see all sides of the situation, because now you have all this temptation around you. So maybe you've moved forward and you've healed from it, but you don't fully understand how someone could ever treat you the way that someone did in the past. The universe is like, I'm going to send you some options now that you're happy, and see how you handle it. Okay. And then I'm also getting a message of, I just forgot about the other message. What was it? There's a deeper reason for each of the questions. Seek it. It'll come back to me if it really needs to be said. All right. I will say though, if you are questioning someone, or if you're wondering why someone is behaving the way that they are, just know that it will be revealed in due time. Ooh. Yeah, there's the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups. So the universe is kind of leading you to a certain position. What is happening? This is such a weird energy. This is a really weird energy, because there's like an energy of mystery here. It's like, where are you really going? What you give will come back. This honestly feels like karma kind of playing out. Whether or not it'll be positive or negative, it'll depend on whether you've made amends with any transgressions that you've taken against other people. Like, anything you've done to other people, it'll depend, you know, whether it's positive or negative. But the universe is showing you a different side of a situation. Like, for some of you, you've demonized someone for something that they've done. So now the universe is putting you in the exact same position. And it's like, what are you going to do? Look at yourself and say, you know, I'm horrible? Like, no, you're now going to see like, oh, like, this is forgiveness by experiencing what someone else kind of went through. Or seeing yourself reflected in another person. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So you guys may be really harsh with the tongue. I relate to that energy as well. So the universe is reflecting someone who's harsh, or like someone who maybe has these, what is this? There's a lot of different things depending on what your struggle is. Like, for some of you guys, you're extremely insecure. So the universe is sending you someone who's also extremely insecure, who drives you absolutely crazy. And you're like, I cannot deal with this person. But then, and realizing that, you would have to realize how people have looked at you in the past and been like, I cannot deal with that, because you need me to convince you of things that you should do on your own. So it's like, I feel like that's why there's this mystery here in your spread, because I'm like, as a reader, it's kind of frustrating. I'm like, what is it? What's going to happen? But it'll depend. Honestly, I see you reflected in other people. But here's the tea. If you're someone who is given, you know, love to the utmost, there's still like that dark side I feel being revealed to you guys. Because too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So if you have loved bomb people, if you have given them everything you had to the point where you have had nothing left, you're seeing that reflected in another person, and it's making you it's making you feel so guilty and so bad about yourself, because you're like I just see you guys looking at this person like, this is too much. Like, it's not a testing energy. It's just like, you guys are really seeing yourself reflected in other people over these next couple of weeks. So pay attention to the things that you see so that you can just learn the lesson and move on, because this is not cute. This is not cute. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe is definitely showing you the other side of things here. Definitely showing you the other side. And growth is coming from it, especially with that Ace of Pentacles. Like, you're growing from it, but 9 of Cups, you're seeing where you've went wrong, you know. And I really feel like it's because you're being reflected in other people. So if you've given too much, or you've given too little, or you've been aggressive, or you've been, you know, too submissive and allowed people to walk all over you, someone's going to put you in the position where you could walk all over them. You're going to take that because it's simple human nature. There's no such thing as just, you know, you're either a good person and you do that or you don't. Like, no, with the perfect opportunity, you'd be surprised, and you will be surprised at your own behavior. And it's just, wow, like, it's a lot. Queen of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. The universe is definitely humbling you guys. And that's honestly what's going to happen. You're going to see yourself reflected to another person, and you may really feel like it's not about being a good person or not, you know. And I hate that so many people look at it that way. Like, I'm a good person. It's not about being a good person. It's about realizing that no one's perfect, and you can't demonize people and have these harsh judgments on people, because you have your own demons as well. And I feel like maybe you guys have been in a string of relationships where people have done things that have been really bad, but you've allowed them to in some way. Or you also have your own toxic traits, and the universe is kind of like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, the universe is basically just showing you, you know, like really humbling you, showing you yourself reflected in other people, but like the worst parts of you. So that's what's happening to you guys. Okay, I'm just the messenger over the next couple of weeks. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. They're only done through Etsy for your protection, okay? Be aware of fake Instagram accounts like messaging you, following you, anything like that. My only Instagram is directly below. You don't have to let me know about the fake accounts. You can just report them if one follows you or something like that. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel, and check me out as well on Patreon. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and so much more on there. And I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.